Hello everyone, we meet again in our today's material. Well, in the previous material we talked about numbers, date, and also time. Apa itu? Angka, tanggal, dan penyebutan waktu. But how about today's material? We can learn more. Now we will learn more about days of the week. Also about colors. Okay, this is maybe basic, but some people do not know the theories behind the days. So let's check it out to know more about it. Selanjutnya, there are some days where most people go to work or to school. Nah, itu namanya work days. Ketika kita pergi bekerja atau pergi bersekolah atau kuliah gitu kan ya. Walaupun daring tetap aja namanya work days. It's the working days of the people. And then other free days where people are more likely to rest, do outside activities. Kalau sekarang mungkin karena pas pandemi gini lebih banyak rebahannya gitu ya. Itu namanya weekends. We have work days, also we have weekends. It is very common to be used in the English. In English, it's common to be used when you say I'm busy. This is the work days, but I'm not busy. I have so much free time because it's the weekend. Mari kita lihat dari hari ke hari itu sebenarnya berasal dari apa sih? The days of the week in English, starting from Monday to Sunday. Okay, Monday comes from the Latin days. Bukan days itu ya. It comes from the Latin di lunae, which means moon's day, and Tuesday, it means Tuesday. Namanya itu berasal dari Tyr, a god from the Norse mythology. And Wednesday name is taken from the Old English Wednesday, which means the day of Odin. Ada yang suka nonton Avengers nggak? Pasti tahu siapa Odin itu. Atau sequelnya Thor. Do you know who Odin is? Yes, Odin is Thor's father. Ini sama Norse mythology juga. Next one, Thursday. Seperti familiar ya kan? Thurs. Anaknya Odin ya kan? This day's name comes from the name of the Norse god Thor, meaning Thor's day. Harinya Thor itu hari Kamis ya, Thursday. When you remember Thursday, you remember Thor. And then Friday, meaning day of Frigg, comes from the name of the Old Norse goddess Frigg. And Saturday, named after the planet Saturn. This day's name means day of Saturn. And then the last one is Sunday, the day of the sun, named after our well-known star, the sun. Sunday. Harusnya Sunday itu seharian penuh itu full of sun ya, jadi bisa buat jemur-jemur, cuci jemur-jemur gitu ya, harinya ibu-ibu. But okay, never mind. As you can see, there are 7 days of the week, but they can be divided into 2 categories, weekdays and weekend. Atau bisa jadi workdays and weekend. Tadi ya kan di awal. Do we have weekdays and also weekend? There are 5 weekdays, namely Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. While Saturday and Sunday are part of the weekend. Jadi pada umumnya weekend itu ada 2 hari saja, Saturday and Sunday. Monday bukan perpanjangan dari weekend ya, because that's included into weekdays. Oke, bisa juga disingkat seperti ini. Jadi sini, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Silakan dipanjangkan sendiri ya. You already know their names. Okay. But when you mention the days in many, in some numbers, you can also have their plural forms. Tinggal tambahkan saja s. Biasanya itu untuk menyebutkan biasanya, kebiasaan. Setiap hari apa sih? It's on, it's open, This cafeteria opens only on Mondays. Hanya setiap Senin aja. Setiap Senin, every Mondays, in Mondays, 5 Mondays, hanya 5 kali Senin aja. Seperti itu penggunaannya. Okay. So we will have this practice at our e-learning or our LMS. What day is today? You can answer that. Okay. Today is Monday. What are you doing tomorrow? I went to the park yesterday. My grandma's birthday is on Saturday. Jadi simple ya. Everyone already knows about this, so we can fast forward to the next one. Colors. Ini pengucapannya bukan colorsnya, bukan color, tapi colors. Same. Whether you will use the first one or the second one. This one the first one, this one the second one. Whether you use you or not, it's the same. Okay. Oh, kalau tadi ada yang ditanyakan tentang name of days, you can post your questions in the comment below, or you can send your pronunciation practice, this one, okay, to the group. Right, let's move forward to color. What is the difference between color and color? Ada hanya O dan ditambahkan U. Right. Both words mean the same thing, and its spelling depends on the country where the word is written. Kalau untuk color, ya, yang dituliskannya color seperti ini. This one is used in United States. And the word color, this one with the U one, used in the rest of the English-speaking countries, England, Australia, New Zealand, etc. And the names of the more common colors in English appear in the chart below. This one. Yang paling umum, warna-warna umum ditemukan. We have black, brown, gray, white, yellow, orange, red, pink, purple, blue, dan green, dan sebagainya. Banyak sekali ya, shade of colors, atau jenis-jenis gradasi warna. Nah, lagi seperti color dan color, color dan color tadi itu loh. So what is the difference between gray with this writing and gray? Sama juga, tetapi tergantung pada di mana itu dituliskan. The word gray is used in United States. Yang pakai A ini ada di US atau di Amerika Serikat. Sementara gray itu di sisanya, negara sisanya yang menggunakan British English, such as England, Australia, New Zealand, etc. And this is how you, jadi color, penyebutan color, karena color atau warna itu adalah adjektif atau kata sifat, maka itu akan sering digunakan ketika mengucapkan, ketika kita membuat kalimat yang melibatkan warna. And how you make order of these colors, jadi warna, bentuk, ukuran, dan sebagainya itu ada aturannya. We have word order with colors. Okay, we have, there are 3 ways that you can use a color in a sentence to describe something. The first one, to be and color. For example, my car is blue. B-nya yang mana? Bukan to be ya. Istilahnya sebutannya to be, but this one is B. B and color. My car is blue. Is itu bentuknya B, blue is color. And then color and noun. The blue car is mine. Blue, this one is color, and car refers to noun. The next one, color is the noun. Color juga bisa menjadi warna. Blue is the color of my car, misalnya. Karena dia posisinya sebagai subjek, maka dia bisa menjadi kata benda. Hanya ketika dia disebutkan sebagai benda dan menempati posisi-posisinya subjek, posisi-posisi kata benda, misalnya subjek atau objek. Did you know that because colors give us more information about a person or a thing, They are adjectives in English. Jadi karena dia menyebutkan informasi tambahan mengenai orang atau benda, maka colors termasuk adjektif atau kata sifat. Selanjutnya nih, you can also talk in shades or intensity of color in English by using such expressions as light, and this is the opposite of dark. Nah, jadi kita bisa memakai shade atau intensity atau intensitas warna ya kan. Makin terang, lebih gelap, makin terang, makin gelap seperti itu. For example, we have blue color. We have light blue, ya kan? This one paling terang, light blue, and also dark blue yang paling gelap. Di tengah-tengahnya kita punya blue saja, and light green, green, and dark green. Light, dark, bright. Okay? Kita bisa menggunakan 3 kata itu. Light, terus warna biasa, terus dark, ya kan? Bright, light, dark, seperti itu. Bright, a strong color that is easy to see. For example, ini ada contoh lainnya ya, penggunaannya seperti light, dark seperti itu. Helen has dark green eyes. His light gray hair made him look very distinguished. Her bright pink lipstick does look good. The words light, dark, and bright are placed before the color. Jadi kalau kalian mau pakai kata light, dark, dan bright itu gunakanlah hanya sebelum penyebutan warna. Nah, kalau menyebutkan ke hitam-hitaman, ke biru-biruan, ke hijau-hijauan, gunakanlah ish. Bukan ish, ya seperti itu ya. Blackish, greenish, reddish, pinkish, purplish, lightish, blue, for example. Nah, ini ada berbagai macam jenis warna ya kan di alam kita. For example, we have red for strawberry, rose, fire engine, blood, heart, orange for pumpkin, carrot, big basketball, yellow for cheese, sun, butter, lemon, green for grass, lettuce, frog, leaf, lizard, etc. Sampai. How many more things can you add to each color? Pasti banyak sekali yang bisa kalian temukan benda yang berwarna di alam. Banyak sekali. For example, like this, when you use them for teaching kids, when you use them to talk about colors with kids, we have black, white, brown, yellow, red, orange, dan sebagainya. Can you give more examples of each color? Let's do some exercise. Well, we can have more exercises about colors in our group. Okay, so feel free to post your question in the comment section in this video, or you can post your questions in our group, in our WhatsApp group. And I hope everyone stays healthy and happy so that we can meet each other again next week in other material. So that's all for today's material. Thank you.